This anime, this shonen right here, is trash. Now, I know I'm a little late and most of the anime was spoiled already, but Bleach is really ass. I watched 300 and something episodes. Trash, pretty much. Now, hear me out, alright? I'm not saying Bleach is a bad anime, but it's trash. Like, let's get some things down for a minute, alright? Gonna be pretty basic things you've probably already heard about the anime, such as the Sero attack in Bleach that does literally nothing to nobody, I think, in the entire series. Wasted potential, and it's kind of crazy how Gohan in Dragon Ball Super probably had a better showing in Dragon Ball Super than Rukia and did in the entire series. Honestly, like Rukia was at the beginning of the series was supposed to be this of the hierarchies in the social system in the Bleach society. She was a part of this family who was really high class, and they're really prestige and all that good stuff. But she's trash. She literally gets beat by everyone and comes out like I don't even know how to put it. She's just wasted potential. The gags honestly aren't really that funny. The flash step is really overused and it's kind of dumb, honestly. The anime is really rushed. Anybody with an Bankai that turns into a beast or an elemental weapon, except for I'd say the elder, the old dude. His fire Bankai is pretty fire, no pun intended. But everybody else, like we got characters that are using their Bankais that are turning into snakes, people that are using water, all this elemental avatar crap that literally amounts to nothing. Nobody with an elemental Bankai does anything important in this series. A captain in Bleach does nothing, and his Bankai is to show. But this kid right here, has a Bankai. His Zanpakuto turns into ice when he uses his Bankai, pretty much. And it does nothing. He fights a couple of people that I guess you could say, that are kind of strong. Like I don't know. It's kind of just ridiculous. And the shoulder cutting. What's going on with the shoulder cutting? Like, are people do real samurais do that? Or like, why are people getting cut in the shoulder for final attacks? Like, wouldn't you assume if you tried to kill somebody, you'd want to slash them in their chest or take their head off or something that is like a fatality, you know, critical hit or something? No, people in Bleach decide, let's cut his shoulder off. Let's not cut his arm off. His just his shoulder, just the shoulder plex of the body. So I guess you can render them useless to move around with their sword, but we're not gonna kill these people, no, because we need them to further expand the plot. We need these characters like Kenpachi to be at the end of the series for special moments, special things. Now, mind you, I'm not reading the manga. I haven't read the manga. I've only watched the anime, so you could say my understanding of Bleach is kind of narrow, but I did skip all the filler. I'm making this video because things like the Ichigo versus Kenpachi fight kind of didn't make any sense to me. How before he even seen Kenpachi, his spiritual pressure was literally crippling him. Like, he couldn't approach Kenpachi face to face because his literal spirit pressure, his spiritual pressure was on the verge of killing him. He was about to pass out just being in range of this character. And it makes no sense to me why, by the end of the fight, not even using his Bankai, he doesn't release his Bankai, he's able to defeat Kenpachi. Because he's just stronger than Kenpachi. Mind you, his spiritual pressure will crush him, but he's definitely stronger than Kenpachi because he just is. He's beyond captain level, and then it just goes down just literally from there. We got gags, and there was an episode where the Espada was crippling people. He was putting people in body bags. His Bankai was some he had a bag, right? And he was taking out these fruits and not the fruits. He was taking out these type of candies, and the candies were like parts of their body, so like organs, hearts, limbs, or something. And every time he broke one of them, they would get hurt, because he squashed his lung or something. And then one of the characters, one of the side characters, if that, would get hurt from that attack because he was under the spell or whatever, right? And Bleach decides, what's good? What would be great right now? A gag. An unfunny gag. Or maybe that's just a personal thing. Because I didn't think any of the jokes that were meant to be pulled were kind of funny. There were funny moments in Bleach. Definitely not going to tear it down completely. I did have a couple laughs on Bleach. Bleach is a funny anime, It's not comedy central, but it's definitely something to look out for. But I mean, I'm not here to completely blast on Bleach with my Cero, you know what I'm saying? There are some good things, each division, each platoon, has a philosophy. And I'm probably going to be going a little bit more in depth on that further in my series. I will be coming back to this type of commentary type style of videos for a little bit. But I like the philosophy, and I enjoy certain fights. Now, listen, I don't like Ichigo versus Kenpachi, but I cannot lie, that was an interesting fight to watch. But at the same time, the fights in Bleach are kind of predictable in a sense where not only is the protagonist, going into a shonen, you already know the main character isn't going to lose in the fight. Somehow, some way they're going to come out with a win. But I'm telling you, I literally predicted attacks, not working, or supposed plot twist and attacks. So let's say Byakuga was standing off against the cat girl. I come to forget her name, but I already knew she was gonna come and save Ichigo beforehand, and it didn't really make any sense to me at the time. Like I literally knew. Not beyond spoilers, because this was the first time I've ever watched Bleach, so I had no way of knowing this, but I just knew certain characters were either going to get beat down but survive, or just have no semblance, or get protected in the long run. But that's enough bashing on Bleach, I guess. We do have some small techniques. I enjoyed how the small techniques in Bleach, so like there was I don't want to say Kaido. there were small techniques in Bleach where you could do like this lightning move. I forget what it's called. They have lightning moves which could paralyze somebody or something, and that would be a big factor in some fights, not relevant fights, of course, like side character fights, where it would actually help somebody who was astronomically stronger beat somebody, or team up, or help on a team up on somebody where there was no way, if it was a 1v1, that they would succeed. And stuff like that, I like seeing things like that in anime. I enjoy watching stuff like that. I do have a specific set of favorite characters as well, and waifus, of course, because Bleach, for all its troubles that it's gained and all the crap that it's spewed out, it always had the titties. Bleach always has the titties. When I say Bleach has the titties, I want to make this very apparent. Bleach has the titties, alright? Bleach has the waifus. Bleach has epic moments. And a couple of my own favorite characters, such as Kenpachi, such as Hisagi, and Ikaku, those characters to me are much better than Ichigo, but that's a discussion for a whole nother day. But I don't want the idea to get off that I'm saying that Bleach is completely horrendous, that Bleach shouldn't be watched or something. I've slandered this title just enough in this video to get my point across. I can name a couple people that'll probably come at me calling me a hater of the anime, or that I just, I'm just bad at what I do. But the facts of this anime are I want you as a viewer to, look at what I've said today. Look at what I've talked about in Bleach. And I want you to go into Bleach blind. If you haven't already, go watch Bleach, alright? Because if you can get past all that crap that I kind of just ran through pretty quickly, and all the garbage that I just spewed out, that kind of pretty good show, honestly. Bleach is trash, alright? The anime's adaptation of it. The same thing could be said for Naruto Shippuden or Full Metal Alchemist, not Brotherhood, but Full Metal Alchemist, and even not Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super is pretty dog doo-doo. Don't watch Dragon Ball Super, on it. But when I say Bleach is trash, I'm not trying to say that the anime is bad. Once again, I'm just saying that there are moments and there are times where this anime is really low. It really hits rock bottom with its logic, with its progression, and how it just goes about doing everything that it set out to do. Because if you told a group of people to sit down in a room and come up with an anime, for a shonen anime at that, nobody would come up with the plot for Bleach. Nobody would come up with the idea for Bleach. Nobody would come anywhere close to what Bleach is, honestly. But I'm pretty sure if you told viewers of Bleach if you could fix anything or make a list of things that should be fixed in Bleach, there would be a line. A line so long you probably couldn't count if you really sat down and took the time. This anime is great, but it has so many bad things in it that I can honestly say that Bleach is trash, but I would highly recommend you to go watch it. The same thing could be said for Naruto Shippuden, in the sense that there's a lot of filler, and not only that, there's a lot of bullshit that happens. There's a lot of, ideas that are put out that are not expanded upon. There's ideas that are expanded upon that nobody asked for, like Kaguya. Nobody asked for Kaguya. Nobody wanted Kaguya, but it had to be done, and it's a part of the anime. And then there's reasons why people could defend Naruto and could say that Naruto is a really good anime, and I would agree with you. I enjoyed Naruto Part 1, and I enjoyed parts of Shippuden, but as a whole, Naruto is great. But Shippuden as a whole is just trash. The fillers alone can destroy you in the sense of wanting to watch it. But the logic, if you're paying attention, if you enjoy good storytelling, it doesn't make any sense. It's just dumb. But I think I'm going on a bit of a rant now. And I just want you guys to know that there's reasons why I do the things I do, why I say the things I say. And if you disagree with anything that I've said up until now, or if you watched this far and you're feeling like I'm making dumb points or anything like that, go ahead and tell me in the comment section, and let's talk about it, because we can't change what Bleach is now. Bleach is gone, Bleach is finished, Bleach is done. But that doesn't mean you can't talk about it. That doesn't mean we can't expand upon it. That doesn't mean we can't still enjoy it at that. Because there's a lot of enjoyment in Bleach, but like I said before, and I'm gonna reiterate time and time again, there's a lot that's bad about it. So I hope you bots enjoyed this video. I know it took a little bit of time to get out, but it took me a little bit of time to get myself together, and I just wanted to get this video out so I could do that for you. If you enjoyed, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, because I definitely got more to come. But I'll see you bots in the next video. So log out, bots.